Hello everyone! Today's tutorial is an excuse for me to show you a bunch of products that have been really exciting me lately. It has amounted to a purple smoky eye. I've used this eyeshadow quad from SUQQU Spring Collection. I apologize in advance, this quad is hideously hard to find. But if you are crazy, like myself, and have your heart set on this palette, I will list the stockers below. As always, my looks are conceptual. You don't need these exact same products. If you have a purple eyeshadow, you're good to go. Right, so I'm going to start with my base. I've been on a bit of a foundation kick lately. Today's contender is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream. Now, this has a medium to full coverage, which is a little bit heavier than I generally prefer for myself, but it's easily sheared out with a damp beauty blender. I'd say that the finish of this foundation is somewhere between dewy and satin, so not quite matte enough to be satin, but it doesn't have a full-on glow. And I'd say it's probably best for normal to dry skin types. Okay, I'm going to let that settle in the skin and I'm going to start on the eyes. My favourite shade in this SUQQU palette is the purple shade, which is all delicious and duochrome-y. I'm taking that shade all over the lid. Also on the lower lash line, about 3/4 of the way in. Then taking the taupe shade, or any taupe shade you happen to own, I'm going to blend that into the crease. To perfect our gradient and make this colour combo a little bit more complex, I'm going to take the pink shade just above the taupe, not quite on the brow bone. Just lightly dusting that. I'm also going to take a little bit of this on the lower lash line to diffuse the purple shade. Now with smoky eyes, it's quite important to highlight the inner tear duct to avoid looking sickly. I'm using the pale gold shade in the quad to do this. Also going to pop a teeny bit onto the brow. I feel like wearing false lashes today, so I'm going to apply a little bit of black liquid liner to conceal the lash band to come. Nothing fancy, no wings, just getting it as close to the lash line as I can. As always, I'm tightlining my upper lash line just to pull the eyeliner together. This condenses the lash line. Next, going to pop on some mascara. This is Lancome Hypnose, old favourite. I've been using this one since I was about 16. I like to wiggle the wand at my roots and keep wiggling right to the tip. This provides extra separation and volume. Dun, 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 dun. Uemura Smoky Layers. These are one of my all-time favourite false lashes. They're quite full and bold and fluffy, but they're not long, so they don't hit my forehead every time I blink. Carrying on with the rest of the face, I'm going to conceal my under eye shadows really well. This is a crucial step to pulling off a smoky eye. We want the dark shade to be confined to the eyeshadow, not the entire under eye area, or things can start to look very tired very quickly. So taking that a little bit down onto my cheek, just dabbing it in with a finger. Then lightly dusting with some translucent powder, just to set everything in place and to also prepare the skin for powder blusher. The eye look today is decidedly cool tone, so going with the grain, I've chosen a cool tone blush. This is a muted rosy shade with a hint of mauve. Just going to dust that on the sides of the cheeks, so not quite on the apples. That blush was entirely matte, so I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter just to the tops of my cheekbones. I wanted to keep the focus on the eyes, so I've chosen a soft angelic pink, also by SUQQU. This is my first lipstick from SUQQU, but definitely not my last. The texture is to die for. And that completes our purple smoky eye tutorial. I know I'm really late to the game, but Shameless Fripperies is now on Instagram. You can find me at Shameless Fripperies. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you later.